Is your mind lying to you every single day? The truth is, it is, and you probably don't even notice. Right now, it's running these secret programs in the background, controlling your decisions, what you see, and even your reality, all without you ever realizing it.
Hello everyone, this is Arvind Rana, and welcome to AR MindRix, where we decode the secrets of your mind.
All right, let's pull back the curtain. We're kicking things off with a look at the hidden software that's running in your head right now. These secret programs that are quietly shaping, well, your entire reality. Now, just think about that for a second. What you hear changes what you see. Sounds kind of crazy, doesn't it? But your brain is always linking up your senses in ways you would just never, ever expect. And maybe the most powerful link of all is between your ears and your eyes.
So get this, a really cool study back in 2011 actually put this to the test. They had people listen to sad music, and suddenly, these people started seeing more sad faces in a bunch of pictures. But the moment the music switched to something happy, you guessed it, their brains started picking out more happy faces. It's wild. Your ears are literally telling your eyes what to find.
All right, let's talk about another one of these secret programs, the great myth of multitasking. You think you're a pro at texting while listening to a meeting? Well, you're not. Your brain can only really, truly focus on one thing at a time that takes real mental horsepower. What it's actually doing is something called task switching. It's just jumping back and forth between tasks super fast. It's a neat trick for sure, but trust me, your performance takes a hit every single time.
Okay, so let's get into one of the most fascinating paradoxes of the human mind. And that's all about how we see our own intelligence. And the crazy part is, your brain often gets this completely and totally backward.
This all comes down to something called the Dunning-Kruger effect. And what it means is this. People who don't have much skill or knowledge in something, well, they tend to think they're brilliant at it. They don't know enough to even realize how much they're getting wrong.
But here's the flip side. The real experts, the truly smart people, they often do the exact opposite. They actually underestimate how good they are. Why? Well, because the more you learn, the more you realize just how huge a topic is, how much you still don't know, and that can make you doubt yourself. So hey, if you've ever felt like a bit of an imposter, that might just be a sign that you're actually one of the smart ones.
Okay, so we know our brains have these secret programs running, but the big question is, can we actually take control? Can we hack the system? And the answer is absolutely. Let's get into a few simple but super powerful ways to manage your inner state whenever you want. All right, picture this. You're about to give a huge presentation, and your heart is pounding. You're feeling that anxiety creep in. Here's a crazy sounding but scientifically proven trick. Just start singing. Yeah, really. Singing makes your brain release oxytocin, this powerful hormone that just washes away stress, slows your heart rate, and leaves you feeling calm and ready to go. Want an even simpler hack? Just step outside. Seriously, studies show that just 10 minutes in the sun can act like a natural mood booster. It gets your brain to produce those feel-good hormones and helps keep things like depression at bay. Simple, free, and ridiculously effective.
So, we've talked about hacking our own minds. Now, let's turn that outward. How can we use these kinds of psychological secrets to build way better, stronger connections with other people? Let's dive into the art of connection.
We have all been in this exact situation. You're talking to someone, and you could just tell they're holding back, they're closed off. How do you get them to open up and really share what's on their mind? Well, the answer might surprise you with how simple it is. You ask them a question, and then after they give you an answer, you just say nothing. You just hold eye contact and let the silence hang there for a second. See, people are hardwired to feel awkward in a silent conversation. They feel this incredible pressure to fill that void, and a lot of the time they'll end up sharing way more than they plan to. It's called the power of the pause.
And here's another tool. This one's a little more subtle. It's called the chameleon effect. Basically, we all have this subconscious habit of copying the people we're talking to. So, if you do it on purpose, if you subtly mirror someone's posture or use a few of the same words they do, their brain registers you as being on their team, and they'll instantly feel more comfortable and connected with you. Now, from the subtle to the incredibly simple but profound, you have to remember this. To any person, the sweetest, most important sound in the world is their own name. When you make a point to remember and use someone's name, you're sending a powerful message without saying a word. I see you. You matter. It's an instant rapport builder.
But what happens when things go south? When a conversation gets tense, maybe a little heated? Well, one of the most powerful and unexpected tools you have is a snack. I'm not kidding. Eating is a fundamentally calming activity for our brains. If you feel an argument coming on, offer someone some food or just start eating yourself. It's really hard to be angry and chew at the same time. It just lowers the temperature in the whole room.
All right, to wrap things up, we are going to absolutely shatter one of the biggest myths in all of self-improvement. Seriously, this is a myth that causes millions of people to just give up on their goals year after year. I'm talking about the great habit-forming myth. I know you've heard this 1,000 times. It takes 21 days to form a new habit, right? Well, that is completely, totally wrong. And honestly, believing that lie is what sets so many of us up to fail.
So, what's the real number? The actual science, the brain research says that on average, it takes 66 days for a new behavior to become truly automatic. That's more than 3 times longer than that old myth.
And this timeline really breaks down why. Look at this. The first 3 weeks or so, it just feels uncomfortable. It's new. Then you hit this next phase, and it feels genuinely hard. This is the danger zone. This is where most people quit, because they think, hey, it's been a month, this should be easy by now. But if you can just push through that, you hit the final phase. That's where you start to build momentum, and the habit finally locks in.
So, these are just some of the secrets your mind has been keeping from you. But believe me, your brain has so many more. And in our next installment, I'm going to reveal something that will completely change how you think about memory, about your dreams, and even about persuasion.
If you want to continue decoding the secrets of your mind, make sure you follow AR MindRix. You don't want to miss what's coming next.